What is up, guys? It's your boy Rick Gakis, and today we have a brand new Xur Inventory review for the weekend of May 9th to the 12th, and so let's get started. But very importantly, guys, at the same time Xur went live, the brand new Heavy Metal Tanks vs. Briggs game mode has also gone live. And ya boy is also live right now on twitch.tv/KakisHD playing heavy metal with viewers, and if you watch my stream for an hour, you're going to earn the exclusive Mad Dog emblem, as you can see, so definitely stop on by after the video. Alright, now as for Xur, alright, taking a look at what he has. Firstly, for the catalyst, well, we have the Cold Heart catalyst here. It's okay. And the Polaris Lance catalyst, again, it's okay. Both of these are noted improvements for the guns, but neither of the two guns are super meta right now. As for the exotics, a Knucklehead Radar 66, a lot of strength and resilience, it's okay. A 67 Paragon Greaves, well, that's a high stat, but 11 mobility is not what I want to see, and really not too spiky, except for maybe a bit of a strength spike. It could be a lot better. And then we have the Wings of Sacred Dawn, not really the spikes I want to see either, with too much mobility. 65 overall, not that impressed. Then we have the exotic class items being sold this weekend. After that, checking the random item, well, we do have Vanguard engrams. This actually does matter because remember, there's actually a new Nightfall weapon that was added with the May 6th update, guys. So definitely, if you're still farming that, grab these. And also Lotus Eater is available this week, so if you're running low on Vanguard engrams, you could pick these up. After that, guys, taking a look at the other things here, well, we do have the Queenbreaker. So after the massive nerf to the Lord of Wolves, the Queenbreaker is still on top as one of the best DPS weapons in the entire game. If for whatever reason you do not have the Queenbreaker, if your friend is just getting back into Destiny 2 because he got hyped by the Star Wars trailer, then tell him to buy this right now because it is an incredibly powerful, super high DPS weapon. Then we have the Hard Light here, actually a decent little auto rifle. The Fundamentals perk got a big buff this season. Then we have the Arbalist here. Quite a PvE monstrosity, can pierce barrier shields. Hasn't seen as much play lately, but still a very, very good weapon. Now, as for the Hawkmoon here, surplus is not what I want to see. Chamber Compensator, yeah, that's not very good. Now, moving on from there to the random weapons, where we have a well-rounded, surrounded until its return. Unfortunately, this is not the most meta weapon. It is actually craftable, so if you're like one away from a pattern, you can craft this and use a Deep Sight Harmonizer to finish it out. Then we have a Nightshade here with Enlightened Action Headseeker. Not the worst, but certainly not the best either. Then we've got a Slide Shot Quick Draw Widow's Bite. Well, that's quite the, sweaty wombo combo there, but none of the other perks are very good. Nothing extending range and accuracy too much, so let's move on to the Grid Skipper. Firmly Planted is a bit saucy. Like, people forget, like, it's gonna work like when you're sliding in to a slide, and you can get a massive increased accuracy. Hammer Forge, but high impact reserves is not really what I want to see. Then we've got, well, Clown Cartridge Firing Line is quite the combo for DPS output. Man, when this thing was making Warmind cells, this would have been quite the roll. However, right now, it's just not as good compared to like every other machine gun in the game. However, like for this machine gun, if you're trying to collect the Pokemon basically, and you want a good 7 Seraph, this was like the high DPS roll right here, plus an extended Meg, unfortunately, which we don't have, but still, just keep that in mind. Then we've got a Pulse Monitor demo, Burner's Memory, no thank you. And we have we do have Whirlwind Blade. So this is kind of a big deal, guys, because the craftable Crown Splitter cannot get Whirlwind Blade. Only the one from Xur can get it, and it is capable of doing a ton of damage on this aggressive frame. Takes a little bit to wind it up, but when it is up, oh my goodness. Now, usually you'd want to combine that with Relentless Strikes, so Tireless Blade is not quite as good. Just keep that in mind. And we also don't have Jagged Edge, so it's just kind of okay. Now, as for the armor set here, let's take a look on Light.G for the rarity of the Holdfast set. So this was introduced back in Season of Arrivals, and it's a very common set with around 60% of Guardians having this very helmet. Now, because it's an older set, thankfully it won't be glitched. We actually have some, decent stats on the armor here. Resilience, spike, and that's about it. 61's a bit low, no thank you. 64, discipline and resilience is a bit better, but still not super spiky. 64, not spiky at all. And, well, if you want a huge 29 mobility is crazy for the Hunter. Unfortunately, the Titan really doesn't want that. Let's move on and check the Warlock. Alright, for the Warlock, let's check the sword here. Well, energy transfer plus surrounded is kind of okay. It's not the best, certainly. Surrounded is the best damage increasing perk this sword can get. We do have honed edge, not jagged edge. It's alright. Alright, now after that for the armor, 65 with a resilience and strength spike. So it's actually not terrible. 65 with a massive strength spike, but too much mobility. 62, it's kind of all over the place there. 67 is a great stat value, but not spiky at all. Let's go and check the Hunter. Alright, for the Hunter, let's check the sword here. Tireless Blade, flash counter, no thank you, not super interested in that. Now as for the armor here, 62, with a resilience spike, it's not that great. 64, well, unfortunately the big spike is intellect, which we don't want to see. Then we've got 65, and well, resilience, discipline, and then intellect, unfortunately. And then 66, big recovery followed by discipline, a little bit of intellect. This is actually not a terrible armor piece. If you're in the market for recovery, you want recovery for your build. And so guys, the highlight this week is absolutely the Queenbreaker. Now Xur has sold this before, and I'm sure a lot of you guys have it, but with the massive announcements recently and the launch of Rite of the 9, a lot of people are coming back into the game, and they 100% should pick up the Queenbreaker if they don't have it. It is super relevant right now for the Rite of the 9 dungeons. Like, I was using this thing in ultimatum difficulty against dungeon bosses, so extremely important pickup for anyone kind of getting back into the game. And again, we have a lot of those people right now. So guys, that's going to be it for the video. Oh, Arbalest also, probably if you don't have it, you should probably get it. It's amazing. Guys, that's it for the video. Hope you enjoyed and found this informative. If you did, please remember to help me out by simply rating and especially sharing this video. If you guys want to see more Destiny 2 content similar to this, don't be afraid to slap that subscribe button. If you want to get in touch with me and keep up to date with the latest channel activity, the best way is to follow me on Twitter at RickCacus. That is linked in the description down below. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, have a good day.